This video is for educational and entertainment use only. The views in this video do not necessarily represent the views or life of Marlon
Welcome back to
Dixon.
Duffle LO, to sit down, you guys, and we still on the Russia video, so I'm gonna get straight to it. Share my screen so you guys see what we in. Like, share, subscribe. If you're the first time to the channel, check us out. March 2nd, 2022. Kyle Portman. Look at this. We got Anonymous came out of nowhere. They saying what? Anonymous offers over $50,000 in Bitcoin for each surrendered Russian tank. There's 1 point some Bitcoin. So now think about this. The Russians would have to surrender their tank, and then they'll get like 1.1, 1.2, 1.3 Bitcoin that they could just stash over here. They could say, yeah, we surrender our tank, and then get their tank back. But who they surrendering the tank to? How Anonymous know if they gonna surrender their tank? And is Anonymous gonna come say, hey, give us your tank? So you gotta really think through this. But let's get into the article real quick. This is gonna be a short article. I like that little picture though, that's raw. In its latest efforts to destabilize the Russian invasion of Ukraine, the hacker group Anonymous offered Russian troops over 50K in Bitcoin in exchange for their tanks. According to Ukrainian media, the cyber hacking group will pay 52,000 in Bitcoin, 5 million Russian rubles for each surrendered tank. So they said, look, we're gonna put our money where our mouth is. They're gonna take the money for somebody else and then give it to them, basically. But that's how I go. Hey. According to the report by Metro, Anonymous is telling Russians to put a white flag on their tanks and use the password million to show that they surrendered and to claim the rewards. The hacking group has been highly vocal on Twitter regarding its attack against the Russian government and its banks. While there's no official Anonymous account on Twitter, we've seen reports as early as February 26th of a significant Russian bank, Sberbank, getting hacked. So maybe Anonymous is hacking their accounts. So imagine this though. Imagine Anonymous hacking the frozen accounts, the Russian frozen accounts, taking the money out of those accounts and then paying it back to them to surrender the tanks. So they really getting their money back, but then they really, at the end of the day, really ending the war if you really think in that terms. Like, oh, you never know. 2 days after the leak on February 28th, Sberbank of Russia's shares fell over 75% in a single day at an auction in London. What? Oh, I gotta look them up after this. Like, what I'm telling you, they is killing their stocks, killing their economy and all that. Not financial advice, but I mean, anybody will go to the store and go get some 75% off. I mean, if I gotta pay a quarter for something that was normally $1, I mean, I wouldn't mind paying a quarter. You feel me? Not financial advice. The hacker group further stated on Twitter that over 300 websites belonging to the Russian government have been taken down, showing the sheer scale of the hacker group's reaching power. Also, they helping in this situation. Also, Anonymous basically like trying to also with the sanctions and everything, they trying to put things in place to make sure that Russia don't, keep on doing what they doing over there in Ukraine. So that's why they offering them the Bitcoin. Like, yeah, we're gonna keep hacking and stopping y'all from doing this and doing that, but we'll offer y'all this if y'all just literally like just stop it. But I think it's gonna go on for a couple more months. It's worth noting that Anonymous is looking to target innocent Russian citizens, and all its efforts are directed towards the Russian government. So they going straight for Putin. Anonymous sent the message to Vladimir Putin directly on February 26, stating that the previous invasions of Georgia and Crimea are starting to come into focus and show a clear strategy for his plans. So Putin said this a while back. When the USSR was broken up, he said that his long life dream is to put it back together. So Georgia and Crimea was broken off during the first Cold War years ago. Now he then re-put them back into Russia. Now he's doing the same thing with Ukraine. So that means this will be the third country that he didn't bring back under Russia. So this is what he's doing. And Anonymous is saying, like, we clearly see what strategy that you're doing. Like, so we gonna have to start doing all this extra stuff. So Anonymous went on to state that this is not a war you can win regardless of how powerful you think you are. Oh yeah, so they talking crazy. Like, man, these is real hackers, like computer people into the matrix. Like they can hack into whatever you got, they gonna hack. So this is a little bit about them. Originating in 2003, Anonymous is a decentralized international activist collectible, mainly known for its cyber attacks against oppressive and tyrannical governments. So as soon as the government start getting too wild, they come in and then they start hacking stuff, taking money and moving money, giving it to the people, all type of different stuff that they do. Well, maybe they give it to the people. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. In its early form, the hacker group started as an anonymous online community acting in a coordinated manner. Its early goal was oriented around entertainment. In 2008, the anonymous group became increasingly associated with collaborative hacktivism, starting the Project Chronology and Church of Scientology. They got to be getting into some other stuff. Since then, Anonymous has targeted various governments and websites, folks support WikiLeaks. And WikiLeaks used to be putting out all type of stuff. Anonymous is currently known as one of the most influential and powerful hacking groups globally, fighting for individual rights and equality worldwide. That's it. And that's how important. Yeah, so Anonymous saying, hey, surrender them tanks and we'll get y'all 52,000 of Bitcoin. We'll get you, that's about like what Bitcoin, like 42,000 right now. That's like 1.2, 1.3 or something. A Bitcoin, surrender that tank. But Russia's saying, no, we got gold. We already got us another system that can replace Swift. So we don't need y'all gold reserves. We don't need y'all system. But what we mad as hell about is we already gave y'all our damn oil and y'all done froze our money. That's what Russia really mad for, because the money done got froze. And I can understand that. But it's like you gotta really, for real, pay attention to what's going on. Why would this hack group, this anonymous group, come and say, hey, we'll pay y'all this if y'all end up surrendering y'all tanks? Where are they getting this money from? Like, do Anonymous keep their money in the bank? Like, what bank they banking with? So it's like you gotta really understand like what's really truly going on in the world. Like this is them really flipping the switch. Like they slowly but surely flipping the switch and they buying time. This is my opinion. But if you clearly see how I think and the things that I've been showing y'all, they just buying themselves time to get this system down packed. Once they get the system down packed, they're gonna crash the system and then they're gonna reboot the system. And when they reboot it, that's when they're gonna implement the new system. Most people just gonna fall right in line. That's just how it go. I mean, everybody needs to, exchange and all this and all that. But if you don't know what's coming, you ain't gonna know what's coming. If you can't think through it, you ain't gonna be able to think through it. You're gonna have to start from the bottom when they reset it. So when it's a reset, you're gonna have to start from the bottom, and that's how it's gonna go. You might have money, you might not have money, depending on the situation. Because think about this, they keep on talking about the grid. Everything is online. Your banking online, your apps is online, your phone is online, all this stuff is online. So if they crash online, you ain't got nothing physical. You ain't got your money sitting right here with you. You ain't got your money sitting right here with you. So your money in the bank. So now when you, oh man, they crashed the bank. I ain't when the bank open up, I'm gonna go get my money. You go in that bank, say, boy, you ain't got nothing to hit. Boy, I just had 80 billion in there. You ain't got 80 billion in here. They got your money. So I gotta say, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment below. Hope you guys learn something. Don't underestimate family, friends, lovers, enemies. Look objectively, no matter what city, state, or what country is in. Every hood is the same. If nobody told you they love you today, I'm gonna tell you guys right now that I love you. That's why I bring you guys this information, because I want you guys to prosper through adversity. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world. I totally understand. I'm a young black male, although I ain't that young, but I'm a young black male, and you know how I go out here in the criminal justice system being a young black male. So I understand the pain. I understand the strife. I understand all that. So I've been through all that, especially with my hoodie on. I'm walking around with my head to the back, all this. They can't tell I'm in law school, me looking at dressing like this. So I understand the things that's going on. So I'm telling you guys, this information is for you. I want to put it straight to you so you can clearly see. Now, as you can see, Anonymous just offered Bitcoin for them to surrender the tank. But let me show you what Russia did with Bitcoin. Because remember in the other videos, a couple videos ago, they're going to use cryptocurrencies to circumvent those sanctions. This is what I was talking about. So now you guys got to see how the cryptocurrency actually works. So I got to say for this video.
This video is for educational and entertainment use only. The views in this video do not necessarily represent the views or life of Marlon Dixon.